Hi everyone, hi Mom. Here is another completed journal. This one's pretty big. It's 3 signatures and it's quite long. It's 9 1/4 by 6 1/4, I believe. 1 1/4 inch spine, but it's chunky. The image I've used is one that I have for sale in my shop. I added a frame out of paper, and these are the Tim Holtz corners because the other ones wouldn't fit. And then the back I did with a gel. Oh man, I'm always picking up stuff off my craft mat. You know, the clear gel stuff that it's a Tim Holtz thing. Just to give it a little interest. I really love the color of the book cover itself. And I like the name, so I didn't cover up the name. It's called The Swan Gondola. And then, of course, because it's 3 signature, you get sort of that nice basket weave look to it. 2 different colors of seam binding that you just, again, unhook. Simple, simple. Okay, now I left the front paper cover, because I thought it was really neat. It's like an old-fashioned picture. And this is just random papers from different paper pads. They're not all from the same stack. And I've tea stained all of them. And I did some stamping this time. This book is so big, I actually had to lift up my camera. So yeah, I did some stamping this time. Oh, and the spine in here, I joined the front and the back. Like, it is joined with the paper, but I wanted, you know, sturdier. So I just glued all these doilies down. And then, you know, just different papers. You know, it's what I do. I love this stamp. And if you want to know the names of the stamps, just let me know. I have them all written down. Most of them, I think, are blue fern. Okay, this little paper clip, altered paper clip, is from Angie. She had gifted that to me. This one's in my store. This one I stamped with my blue fern. And then I created these cute little tiny envelopes. And this one actually does have a card in it. And it's all my information on there, which I thought was just really cute. Oh, this flips as well. I'm not taking the paper clip off again. This one flips up. And this is blue fern paper that I've made a bunch of ephemera out of. I think that's Tim Holtz. This is an envelope that was included in a gift I had received from Jen from Dreams, etc. She sent me these gorgeous handmade cards, and I've included 2 in the book. I'm keeping 2 for myself. And then another tag. And in here is another card from my store. This flips open, and then an index card that I created and stamped on. Gee, having issues here. It was so hard to sew the signatures in that my hand's kind of really tired. I'm sure a lot of you can relate. The big envelope to cover the stitching, there's nothing in this, but there's plenty of ephemera in the book itself. Lots and lots of writing spaces. Where I could, I added extra. And then I did this tag with my blue fern, and then I used Lindy's embossing powder. And then this folds up, but it also folds down. So you've got use of, this is a nice light page. You can journal right on that page. And this flips open. And then this is from Denise's store, ATatteredDream on Etsy. This also is from her store. I just decoupaged a napkin on that. And these are the nice, really thick cards that I love so much, her library cards. Again, Blue Fern Studios, I think it's called. And that's graphic 45, I believe. Now here's the card. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? This is her paper from Fairy Whispers, I believe. And then it just flips up, so you can write right in there. And I added a spot for a tag. Sorry if I'm all over the place. I really hope that's in frame. And the second signature, I'm just going to go pretty quick. This opens up, and then there's a little ephemera piece here, another little envelope, and it also does have a little card in it, and then that flips up as well. This is a bag that I embossed, and I'm going to be uploading a tutorial, but I'm saving it for when I'm on holidays. And then I've included 3 sheets of writing paper that are actually writing paper I bought back in the 80s, so it's pretty old. This is the twill tape, and then I added the little card, and then this one is also in my shop, and another index card that I stamped on. And then we've got a doily layered with some flowers, and then this is a leftover cardstock I had. I just stamped on it. That one's in my shop, and that is a Carabelle stamp. And this flips up and open, but it's also a pocket. So it has, that's also in my shop. And then that's a can company. Is that right? Don't remember. It's written down. Oh, that one's Blue Fern as well. I do know that. And then these are the little tiny file folders that are in Denise's store as well. So I tea stained it and then stamped on it and then created a little pocket. I glued the edges together, then I glued it down again so that it would have a tuck spot behind it. And that's also blue fern paper. Okay, why aren't we going in? Oh, I don't have it behind it, that's why. There we go. And this is Blue Fern. I think that's graphic 45. Torn pocket, I added a doily and some lace, and then Blue Fern paper. Love this paper. And the last signature. I think that is a Stampin' Up stamp. I'm not sure who that is. Okay, so this is kind of different. I'm going to move it. So this is the ribbon, the acetate ribbon, and I made a pocket, added some trim, added a piece down here. So what you do is you unhook that, and then you unfold it all. And then you can flip it this way and right on that side too. So it just folds up like so, and whoops, not like that, like that. And then it goes back underneath a little bit of acetate there, and then tucks underneath the bloom. Yeah, I was just playing. Okay. Some graph paper. And this actually, it was the flyleaf of the book. And I thought it looked very vintage, so I wanted to keep that. And another Blue Fern. And another stamp. That's Blue Fern stamp. And a coin envelope. I believe this was gifted to me from Irene. And I decoupaged a napkin and added a sheet of my writing paper in there. And then this is also in my shop. And then, okay, what have we got? This is in my shop, that's in my shop, and that's in my shop. So we got plenty of ephemera. as well as another little tea bag that I decided to add. I have one more left that I created, so that eventually will be in the store. I just haven't gotten around to it yet, but I will. Oops, wrong way. And then the other envelope. I used these papers. I think they're Stampin' Up! Papers, actually. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But they were double-sided, which is why I used them as the envelope. And this one is, oops, sorry. This paper is more of a pain than anything. Blue Fern. This one's Blue Fern. There's another of her cards, Jen's cards. I just absolutely love them. And I'm definitely keeping 2 for myself. And then again, another tuck. I think that is Prima paper. And then I added this. Now, I stapled this in on one side just to make sure, but I left it quite loose so you could get this envelope. And I ran it through an embossing folder, and this is a Tim Holtz cutout. Added some trim. I used the wax, the Prima art wax on this, and it's actually part of the book. So it's other novels by this guy who wrote this book. Just ignore the phone. I'm almost done, you guys. And then tag, flip, and that's it. So it'd be listed in my shop, and I'd love to hear your comments. Have a great day. Bye.